Okay.
Hi, so this is all three of us together, Melissa, Jim, and Chris. We also wanted to tell you that our email address, in case you want to send us an email, is tigersden6684@yahoo.com. That's also affiliated with PayPal in the event that you would like to make a donation. There is one more thing that I wanted to state. Our Facebook page, I'm sure you all have seen, it's not done very properly. It's not very professional. I'm the one that does it, and I'm really, really terrible at it. I really am. We do not post a lot of our saves for a number of reasons. Mainly, we help a lot of the general public, and it's done within a day or two. So to film that, we'll try to start doing that. But usually, it's the animal has to go to the vet immediately. It's taken care of, and the animal goes back home. But I think we might try to get some people to get out there and film that so you know exactly what we do. We respond to some animal cruelty, and I will give you an example of one instance that I had to go through, and at the time, it was a long time ago, and I didn't have my tablet on me to actually film that. And I have a cheap phone, so I can't film it on my phone. But me and Jim were actually sitting outside of a market. I think it was Stop and Shop at the time. And a young lady had approached us and said her neighbor has a dog that's very skinny. We only have a certain amount of authority to do anything, but we do try. So we went to the house, and the guy was nice enough to let us in. When he opened the door, I just simply told him that we were here because we were sent here to help you with your dog. He didn't know exactly why, but he let us in anyway. He was about maybe 300 pounds. He was sitting at a table eating a full-course meal, and his dog, at the time was a golden, was on the floor, severely emaciated, like when I tell you severely, looking up at this gentleman eating. And I'm saying to myself, like, why? Why you're starving the dog, and on top of it, you're eating in front of him? I didn't dispute the fact that maybe he had an underlying illness that made the dog like that. So I said to the guy, you have a choice. You can either surrender the dog to us now, or we can call the shelter. The shelter will take your dog, and then you will be fine. He gave us the dog. The dog had no medical issues, absolutely not one, so he was starved. We got him in our foster home, and usually when that occurs, when a dog is starved, they'll eat like so fast, and this one did. They'll be food aggressive. This one was not food aggressive. You could take the food right off him. But his only problem was he did eat really fast and threw it up immediately. So we had to give him little portions. You should see the dog today. And I wish I had filmed him before, because if you saw him then and now, which we will try to get to that soon. So we are looking for someone to do our Facebook page. If there's anybody out there who would love to do it for us, it would be greatly appreciated, because I'm horrible. So that's what I wanted to tell you. If you guys want to say anything?
Yeah, I'd say that since I'm basically the only person, well, we have another volunteer that goes out and solicits donations. We do need volunteers. We need volunteers to help us. We have a lot of places to sit at. We only sit at one place at a certain time. So we need volunteers to help us.
We have Walgreens. We have
a lot of Walgreens. We have a lot of Stop and Shops. We have a lot of liquor stores. We have 7-Eleven. We have
Nino's Pizza is our sponsor. All our events are sponsored by Nino's Pizza. So we wanted to get that in because they are so good to us.
Yeah, Pitbull Awareness Day is below cost.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a couple of stores down from June 22nd. There'll be raffles, there'll be an ice cream truck, there'll be pizza. Just show up.
Yeah, come and see us. The Pitbull event. That's an awesome time. You know, that's at below cost.
Address.
What's it saying?
Yeah, we have You don't know the exact address, but it's Atwood Avenue.
It's Atwood Avenue,
in Cranston.
Yeah, and I'm like, where is this?
Go down Park Avenue, you make a right at Atwood, keep going about half a mile, it's on the left-hand side.
I think it's 184 Atwood Avenue, but,
It's across from the Jews Shores Market.
yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And I'm so glad we're talking naturally right now. I really am. So I don't know if anybody else wants to say anything. Is there anything else we need
No, like
to say?
I said, we need volunteers to help us feed colonies, sit at stores, try to solicit donations, hand out flyers periodically, wherever.
Just keep in mind, we need people who are compassionate about animals as we are. There are people out there who like animals. We've met people who like their animals, and that's it. I'm very blunt with my talking. I don't run my organization the same as all your other organizations, and you'll probably see that in the future. We plan to go really high. One other thing we've been talking about in our meetings is opening up a small shelter/boarding facility. So that is in the works right now. We don't know when that'll happen. It's just we need to get out there a little bit more. We're not that big. We're very small. We need help from people who are compassionate about animals.
If that shelter does happen, or boarding facility happens, we're going to need volunteers to do to feed, clean.
I know. Yeah. So please, if you want to help us, again, tigersden6684@yahoo. Send us an email. If you know somebody who is in dire straits with their pet and needs help, we will definitely hold an event. However, we will run a check on their financial status, which we weren't sure how we were going to do that, but somebody suggested maybe seeing their last year's income tax return without seeing their whole business. If we're going to put out that much money and we're going to hold this event and we're paying for all that, it's only right that they should prove to us that they can't afford it. It's in the best interest of their animal, and that's what's important. So we're glad we introduced ourselves, and just a reminder, in 2 weeks, a second episode will be interviewing our vet, Dr. McMillan from Mercy Animal Hospital. He will be speaking with you and giving a tour of his facility. So I hope you tune into that. He's an awesome vet. And we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for listening.